Welcome to Outside the Ring. I am here with my guest, Shammy Snapshot.
Going on?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good. No complaints, man. Just enjoying the evening.
So I want to start by asking, what made you want to become a sports photographer?
So, well, I started school online courses with a school called Full Sail University, which they they show it a lot. If you on YouTube a lot, they show a lot of different ads for it.
Hmm.
So it was during the pandemic. Everybody was stuck in the house and really wasn't too much to do. I mean, I'm a gamer, so I game too, but like, you know what? Let me go make something of myself. Let me go do something and see, you know, what I can make out of this situation, make the best of everybody being, the
Hmm.
whole world seems like it was at a standstill. So I just
Yeah.
took it upon myself and say, you know what? Let me see what kind of degree programs they had. So I end up going into sports marketing and media. And I got into that and they actually provided me with a lot of my equipment, my laptop, my camera that I use, and from there, the different assignments and things they had me doing.
Hmm.
I started off just doing a little league, a Pop Warner football team in Detroit. So that's what kind of really got me into, being able to capture those legendary moments during, sports events.
Yeah. How'd you come across SCW?
So SCW, well, first I started before I got to doing something with SCW. Um, it was Metro Pro Wrestling. I was out there with Bubba. I had asked him. It was a project that I had going on for a class, and I asked him, "Well, hey, mind if I come out and capture a few shots and things?" And I actually had a chance to work side by side with her name is Kim Buchanan, and she actually showed me different ways to move around the ring and also, just proper photographer etiquette. A
Hmm.
lot of people don't know that with different things, it does have etiquette. Like, you want to make sure, hey, I let the next camera guy know, hey, I'm gonna do here. If you need me to get out your way, or if I'm in your way, then just properly let me know so I can get out of your way. So she showed me the ropes on that, and then from there I did a few with them, and it was actually Glenn Berger that came across my work, and he asked me to come out, and it was all she wrote from there.
That's fair. How'd you come up with the name From Rookies to Legends?
Um, it came about when, of course, when I was in school, during my school time,
Mm.
um, I've seen that a lot of people are so used to seeing those who already have the spotlight on them. So I figured, you know what? Before you can reach legendary status, where do you most likely have to start in most sports? As a rookie. So I felt like I was giving that spotlight to the people who don't have it, or what people call the little guy. I
Hmm.
want to give that spotlight to those who are on the come up, who you don't get recognized. And that was my whole thing, because I was one of those people who weren't getting the recognition that I wanted and the attention. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my platform and give those people attention who are on the same, you know, level as me and trying to, make a name for themselves.
Hmm. How long have you been doing sports photography for?
Uh, I say since 2020. I've been actually doing it since 2020. So yeah, it just from there it was just like, you know what, this is something I love waking up doing. Like, if somebody called right now and said, "Hey, Shammy, we want you to come, shoot some shots here," you know what? I'm ready for it. Like, that's, it's definitely something that, people get up every day and it's like, I gotta work a job. And I work a nine to five as well, but when I'm doing that, it's not a job. It's like being home almost. Like this is meant for me to be here.
Hmm. And you want to do something that you enjoy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because a lot of people wake up and some people, if I'd have never made that move in 2020 and went back to school, I wouldn't have, I don't think I would be where I am right now. That
Hmm.
actually going to school to actually prove to myself that I could actually obtain a degree, which I mean, out of my family, I'm the first child. My mom and dad had 6 kids. I'm the first child to graduate high school and the first child to get a degree. So I wanted to prove to myself though that I can do it. So I can be able to tell my children like, hey, anything you put your mind to, or anybody else, that's looking to do something, go ahead and put your mind to it and go do it.
And you can accomplish it.
Oh yeah.
So we were talking for a bit, and you brought up that you would potentially be interested in becoming a wrestler. What
Yeah.
is influencing you to become a wrestler?
We okay, so the moment that I mean, of course, growing up, I grew up in the attitude era. Um, and of course, growing up, I always wanted to be, part of that. Like it was just like, then doing this photography. But the moment I knew I wanted to try to do it was when I seen Brandon and Rob from Fox 2
Oh.
in there with Jonte, and it's just like the energy and everything. And I kept saying I've said to Glenn before, like my name, dude. Even to Jordan, I was like, dude, Shammy Snapshot is catchy. I'm like, I at
Hmm.
least want to at least get one chance to do that. Like, not to say that I wouldn't do it on a consistent basis, but
Hmm.
maybe, a few matches leading up to, say, if it was possible to lead up to Winter Mania, like that would be dope.
Yeah.
Like, and I'd be satisfied with that because I would, you know, take that off my list because I've done it.
Hmm.
But that moment with seeing and just Jonte with the high flying, I was just like, dude, I could picture myself in there with Jonte helping out Brandon and Rob. Like there's moments I wanted to like, no, let me get in here with I want some of this. Like that's how fun and intense that was just being
Oh.
at that event.
Hmm. How'd you come up with the name Shammy Snapshot?
So Shammy kind of comes from was two things. So in my family we do have Irish in my bloodline.
Hmm.
And my great grandmother, she was Irish. So my and also my dad his people used to call him a name Shamrock because he was always lucky with whether he's shooting pool or he goes to the casino, he was always lucky.
Hmm.
So that's why they called him Shamrock. Um, it Shammy is just kind of an ode to my dad. God rest his soul, he passed away on my birthday, 2014. But that was it was an ode to him. So and then of course Snapshot because I love being behind the camera. So I'm like, you know what? We'll put two and two together, see what we get, and from there, that was it.
Hmm. Talking about you wanting to be a wrestler. If you were to start with SCW, who would you want to have a debut match against?
You know what? And we talked about this. I definitely have you as my manager, but just give me anybody from the congregation, anybody, rather it be Roddy, rather it be uh Aaron Ashura. I don't care who it is. And you can give me Father Marquise, but I want to save him for Jonte because Jonte
Yeah.
needs to take that title
Oh.
first. But I
Mhm.
definitely anybody from the congregation,
Absolutely.
definitely that's definitely what I want.
They're gonna see us and be coming after you for saying.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's fine. It's fine. I'm more than prepared for it. And if Glenn and the other big guys in SCW see this, then it's like, hey, you guys might have something. I mean, Shabby Snapshot and Mad Mav. I'm telling you, like that's it. They'll
Hmm.
have something there. Then they can set up and have Jonte. and us take on the congregation. I'm ready for it.
Hmm. And Congregation are the tag champs too.
That will be yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Man, Shammy Snapshot and Jonte.
yo, that was man. And then Mad Mav as the manager. Just that. Yeah. Oh yeah. That'll definitely work out.
Hmm.
Glenn, if you see this, man. Brian, if you see this, everybody, if you see this, listen, we're
Hmm.
open. Just show us the way, and we got you.
I can spread this around. Man, like I told you before, once you and Jonte join forces, nobody's gonna want to mess with you guys.
Oh yeah, like
Hmm.
Jonte, like just the athleticism is there.
Hmm.
It's like when he goes for those extreme moments, I get the. It takes me back to Attitude Era when like you have like Edge and Christian at the Hardy Boys. Like that's what I get from Jonte is like that
Hmm.
extreme type because I really don't see anybody else taking it to that, to the max like that.
Hmm.
You know, especially the moment where I think it was at the skate park where he just came from the top and dived right on into the crowd. I was like,
Oh yeah,
man,
that
like,
was Winter. I believe it was Winter
and I
Mania.
had to, oh yeah, I had to pull him to the side and say, man, next time you decide to do something, every show from there on out, I'll be like, Jonte, man, I know you're gonna do something. Just let me know where to be. Like it didn't matter. It's like I'm definitely gonna get that shot because it's worth it. And it's just like he puts his body on the line. And I hate when people come say, "Oh yeah, wrestling's fake." Like, dude, they put their
No,
bodies on the line
absolutely. Oh.
every day, every single day. And just like in any other sport, it there's things that can go wrong.
Hmm.
I mean, I've actually did not now I can talk about it because at first I couldn't. But back in 21, from 21 to 22, I did they call like a volunteership with WWE NXT in Orlando,
Hmm.
thanks to my program director at Full Sail. So Miss McAfee, thank you for that. But I actually got a chance to um, be ringside and see how things go, standing ringside and seeing how they run the NXT shows and the events. But there's things that happen. It was a wrestler that matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, it was LA Knight. And he ended up having to get stitches. So, you look at things like that, even if you watch some of these programs from if anybody got, Peacock, they can go watch some of the biographies and the little documentaries about the wrestler. A lot of
Hmm.
that stuff, yeah, it's tough. Like
Hmm.
it's tough. You can go to old matches like Mick Foley, well, Mankind at the time, and Undertaker. That was crazy. And
Hmm.
how they put their bodies on the line, especially Mankind put his body on the line. That's what I see with Jonte is he puts his heart and soul in it. This is what he bleeds, eats, sleep, and breathes.
Hmm.
And we
Oh,
need people like that.
definitely. If something goes wrong in that ring, you see him fix it on the spot.
Oh
There's
yeah,
no
definitely.
pre-dues. Yeah.
But yeah, that doing that NXT thing, they have a lot of things where you can't really speak to people.
Mhm.
Like if the wrestlers speak to you, the talent speaks to you, you can speak back and greet, but they don't. They basically want you to act as if you're a part of the company. They don't want you to be fanned out and things like that. So there were a lot of different people that I got to actually, run into, and then afterwards, I was able to be introduced to a few people. My favorite, Mr. Michaels, HBK.
Oh,
So yeah.
legendary.
Oh yeah.
Go going back to them putting their wrestlers putting their bodies on the line, especially in them like extreme matches like TLC, Extreme Rules, matches like those have an increased chance of getting someone injured or
Oh
something else
yeah.
going wrong. I just seen something from Edge versus Christian for the IC title one time, and Edge went to give him a concerto, but from how like confined they were, ended up giving Christian one of the worst concussions.
Oh wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah. Just like I see when you posted that spear from Edge at that with that TLC match,
Oh,
uh the Hardys. That like, now everybody who's seen that match, it was a it was a phenomenal match. But a lot of things could have went wrong
definitely.
in that whole match. Like a whole and that's what people need to realize. It's like, yeah, they have to be careful, but at the same time, you can't calculate what might go wrong.
Exactly. Everyone has to be on the same page because one bit of miscommunication could just ruin it.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's all I have for you. Thank you for your time, sir.
No problem, man. No problem. And looking forward to seeing more from you, man. And if you got TikTok, just I'll try to find you got TikTok for the podcast. I'll
Yep.
try to find it. And okay, I'll definitely find it. Be glad to be back on, man. Whenever you're free.
Alrighty. You have a good night.
You too, man.